call. Claire Curran.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I'll take a short call on this first reading of the Judicature Modernisation Bill, and Labor supports this bill to select committee, but can I just point out the irony of a piece of legislation that is 1,182 pages long. Here it is. I don't know how much it weighs, but it's pretty difficult to carry. Which has a part devoted in it, Part 5, to creating electronic, to making the court system electronic, and yet we have this. We have the bill actually 1,082 pages long. So I have to say, at the Select Committee, it's going to be an interesting process to see just actually how feasible it is for that to actually occur, and particularly in the light of this government's inability to manage its ultra-fast broadband scheme. If you can't roll out ultra-fast broadband, which is an extremely important program, Labor's absolutely committed to fibre, but if you can't roll it out without having a huge debacle, which is what we've ended up with, then how are you going to have a system, create a new system which is going to make the court system run on an electronic system and move it away from a paper-based system? And Mr Speaker, this is a pretty important point that we need to make, and in the current situation, which we've seen day by day, a new development happening, which has seen the value of chorus halve between this year and last year. We have seen 3 ministers embroiled in a debacle, which is essentially about a system of fibre which is going to underpin an electronic-based system for our judicial system, well, supposedly going to. And we've seen the threat to legislate to overrule Commerce Commission decisions. We've seen that taken off the table, and then we've seen a report commissioned by a financial company, which is then given a verbal report, which is now used as the basis to go in and do a renegotiation. This is just going from one debacle to another debacle. Mr Speaker, it's a very big bill. It's a very big bill, and it is a very big debacle. And certainly, the Select Committee discussion on Part 5 of this bill, which is the provisions that where the documents used in the court system are going to be transferred to an electronic system, which is ultimately about bringing the court system into modern times and cutting down on waste.
That's right, that's what it is.
That is what this bill is intending to do, and it's a pretty significant part of the bill. It's got a whole part devoted to it. That this is a huge irony, and I think it's actually important that we acknowledge that, and that the Select Committee look very closely at the government's ability to actually deliver on what it says it's going to do.
Very good speaker.
The Honourable Kate Wilkins.